Fox with Foxy TV. You're tuned in. Welcome back. Part 2 of my 2015 most memorable celeb highlights. That's right. Today is New Year's Eve. I had to get in the New Year's spirit and count down some of my most memorable moments of 2015 with some of my favorite celebs and some of the craziest stories that you guys know. Hey, if you missed out on my part 1 top 6 of this hot topic segment, just click on the link below to see my first top 6 most memorable moments. Now I'm gonna get into my second part. Part 2, I got 6 more most memorable celeb moments from some of your favorite celebs. And I hope you guys are in the New Year's spirit. Make sure you stay safe, by the way. Put those up there because I might need those later if I go out to celebrate. So let's get started. Part 2, I want to get started. Most memorable moment of 2015 for one of the most talked about celebs that you guys know. This woman is obviously never going to go away, no matter how much we want her to go away. Miss Kim Kardashian, as you guys know, she gave birth to a baby boy like actually a few weeks ago. I think it was like right before Christmas. I think, yeah. And of course, you know, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, I feel like we're never not gonna hear about them. So they gave birth, or I should say she gave birth to a baby boy, and what I've heard buzzing around is that they named their son Saint West. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like only Kim Kardashian and Kanye West would do something like that. But you know, hey, to each his own. We already know they have a baby girl, Northwest. Now they have a baby boy, Saint West. I don't even know what other kind of names they could come up with. All I can think is, like, honestly, does this world need another Yeezus? I don't know. What are your thoughts? Like, what do you guys think about the name? Comment below and tell me, like, how do you feel about these baby names? I don't know where they're pulling them from, because these names aren't from your typical baby name book. I don't know. Kim Kardashian makes up her own. And speaking of Kim Kardashian, also in 2015, you guys know she released her first selfie book. So Kim Kardashian is AKA Queen of Selfies, known for taking selfies, you know, on her Instagram, on Twitter, wherever else she posts her selfies, on her apps. And so she did release her book, I think it's titled Selfie. I haven't seen it, I haven't purchased it. Maybe I'll come across it in 2016, maybe not. But, you know, it's a memorable moment when Kim Kardashian came out with her book Selfies and gave birth to a baby boy. So, you know, I'm not gonna be a hater. I'm just gonna say congratulations, Kim Kardashian, on your newborn baby boy. Going into my second, or top 2 most memorable moment in 2015, it's kind of a sad moment. You guys know Bobby Christina. And let me just say, rest in peace, Whitney Houston. As you guys know, maybe if you don't know, if you're not a fan, Bobby Christina was the daughter of Whitney Houston, and Bobby Christina passed away at only the age of 21 earlier this year. And the story is just so crazy to me because she basically passed away almost the same way that Whitney Houston did a couple years ago. So Bobby Christina, again, only 21 years old, was found passed out in a bathtub and was, of course, declared, you know, that she died. And I think it's just really sad because it's already sad, you know, how Whitney Houston went out. And now, like, seeing her daughter kind of go out in the same way, it was just really sad. And I was reading in a report online that it was really crazy because apparently Bobby Christina passed away, I think it was like just shortly after the Whitney Houston movie aired on Lifetime. So if you guys remember that, during that time, I think it was like over summer, maybe around July, when the Whitney Houston movie aired on Lifetime, because I remember all the buzz on social media, everybody was talking about it, and then like 2 weeks later, Bobby Christina passes away. So that's pretty crazy. And then freakishly enough, I also read that she passed away, I think it was like just 10 days short of Whitney Houston's death anniversary. So it's just really, really sad. She was so young, such a beautiful spirit, but you know, she saw and witnessed a lot of like her mom's lifestyle. So I just like send out prayers to the family. You know, when the story broke that she had passed away, it was just a really sad day for a lot of people. But you know, Bobby Brown's still here walking around on earth, still kicking, you know, still going strong, although, you know, Whitney Houston's no longer here. And of course now Bobby Christina. So I think that was definitely a sad moment in 2015, but also, you know, a most memorable moment for a lot of people, because a lot of people love Whitney Houston. She's a legacy. And so she left a lot of love behind, including her daughter. But, you know, rest in peace to both ladies, Bobby Christina, Whitney Houston. You know, now we just have Bobby Brown, so we'll be able to follow, and, you know, hopefully he does well in 2016. And with that being said, going into my number 3 of my top 6 most memorable moments, I have to say I am a huge fan of Coco. So if you guys love Coco and Ice, they actually gave birth to a baby girl, Chanel. I would say that was last month, right around Thanksgiving, I believe. And I must say I'm so impressed, I'm so impressed with Coco, because you guys know she's like a fitness guru. She's like a workout queen. Her body is just so on point. And so when she had her baby, like, you know, she posted that one picture, which is on our Instagram page, you guys can go visit, of her right after she gave birth, and she looked amazing. And then on her Instagram, she posted like a couple more pictures shortly after she gave birth. And it's like her body just like snapped right back into shape. It was crazy. But I heard, like, if you take care of your body, if you're in shape and you're physically fit, you know, while you're pregnant, then your body will do that. And so when she gave birth, her body just went right back into shape. And I think that was pretty incredible. And, you know, they also both had the talk show that they had, which they introduced this year also, which I think it was called like Ice and Coco. I believe the talk show is in hiatus now, maybe because, you know, she was pregnant and she gave birth. Who knows if the show is going to come back. I really didn't follow the show that much, so I don't know what their ratings were like, but we'll see if they come back from their little hiatus, and maybe they'll have a second season. I do want to tune in 2016 to kind of catch up on some of their old episodes of their shows before they went into hiatus. So congratulations to Coco and Ice. They're a very interesting couple. I've always found them to be an interesting couple, but I think Coco will make a great mother, and Ice is just Ice. So that's that. So my top 4, or number 4, most memorable moment of 2015, I have to say one of my favorite celebs of all time, Miss J-Lo herself. You guys remember a few months back when she hosted the AMAs, the American Music Awards. She opened the show super crazy. She did like, it was like a melody of different performances or different songs, and like she killed it. And I remember posting on our Instagram, on our Foxy TV Instagram page, like all of the highlighted moments that she hosted, like her outfits, what she wore, and like just, it was crazy. Like, I think that was one of probably the best award shows of 2015. And I'm not that big into award shows, but when I heard that J-Lo was hosting, I was like, oh, I'll be tuned in for sure. I mean, she killed every wardrobe outfit. She killed the hosting. She did a great job. And just opening the show, like, you guys have to go back on YouTube and watch just literally the opening of the show with her. It was incredible. And then to turn around and host the entire show, kudos to J-Lo. She's like my hero. And if you guys are a fan, you know J-Lo is actually going to be starting her Las Vegas residency as of next month, as of January. So I'm going to be making my way out to Vegas to make sure I catch J-Lo and her show. And let me know if you guys are going to be going to see her too. And did you have a favorite moment from the AMAs? Because I think it was an incredible show. So kudos to J-Lo for really doing her thing. Okay, I gotta round this out with my last top 2 most memorable moments of 2015. Of course, I can't let you guys go without bringing up the crazy drama. I feel like I've been talking about a lot of females, but you know, the males, the men have their little drama too. And you guys know, if you're a fan hip hop rap, then you know the 2 music legends, Meek Mill and Drake, have been in a very public battle for like, I feel like half of 2015. And so there's been a lot of, you know, he said this, public Twitter feuds and Twitter battles, you know, Drake saying one thing, Meek Mill saying another thing. Like, at the end of the day, they both are very dramatic. I mean, I think they have great music, you know, they both do their thing, but I really feel like it started with Drake, you know, when the shade was first thrown. So of course Meek Mill wasn't too happy about, you know, some things that Drake had to say. So then Meek Mill goes on Twitter and starts throwing shade back at Drake, talking about, you know, Drake doesn't write his own music, he doesn't do this and that, and neither one of those guys are known for holding their tongue. We know that Meek Mill has had his drama with other people, and Drake has had his drama with other people. It just seems like drama surrounds the both of them. And so since they're both known for like really not holding back, it got really ugly on Twitter. And if you guys are a Twitter fan and, you know, follow this stuff, I feel like celebrities, like, that's the first thing they do is just take all their drama to Twitter. It's like, I don't know what's up with Twitter. Like, everybody just goes tweeting crazy, like throwing darts at each other, and it's just like, why Twitter? But it's also like the best thing that was ever created, because we get to see like firsthand as viewers and fans like what they're tweeting about, and it's just like the craziest drama to me. But anyway, back to Meek Mill and Drake. You know, they have their drama, and so the last thing I heard, you know, with the feud between the two was that Drake had made a mixtape. I forgot what the mixtape was called. Let me see, I can tell you guys what it was called. Just in case you guys want to check this out, because I kind of want to hear the mixtape myself. The mixtape was called What a Time to Be Alive. So apparently in this mixtape that Drake made, a lot of his lyrics were, you know, targeted at Meek Mill, basically trying to get him back for things that he had said publicly. So basically it's just been a lot of drama between the two guys. So I can just say from a female perspective, for once, the drama wasn't with two women, it was with two guys. And so that's probably a surprise for a lot of people, but then again, this is the entertainment industry that we're talking about, and so it is what it is. So who knows what 2016 is going to be looking like for Meek Mill and Drake. But I just hope some of this craziness goes away, because I feel like when you're at that level, like as entertainers, your focus should be on like inspiring people, making money, helping people, helping young people do what it is that you do, you know what I mean? So, and also my thoughts on that with Meek Mill. You guys know Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj are together. And in part one, if you guys didn't see it, click on the link below to view my part one of this. I feel like Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill belong together. They are both just so full of drama, and it just seems like their world just centers around drama 24/7. And hey, I mean, if that's what you have to do to stay relevant in the entertainment industry, I guess then just, as I like to say, do you, boo. But I feel like they just probably both belong together. So yeah, anyway, back to Meek Mill, Drake. It was drama that was just continuing on this year. So as we're wrapping out 2015, hopefully they'll also let the drama go and go on to do bigger and better things in 2016. And of course, you guys, I can't leave you without giving you my very last top 6 most memorable pick or favorite moment of 2015. And this just recently happened. Steve Harvey in that Miss Universe drama. Like, bro, what were you thinking? Now, this has still been buzzing. I feel like that would be a topic of, you know, something that would be buzzing for like, you know, 2 days and then it would be done with. But it's been like a couple weeks since that's happened and people are still talking about it. Like, the memes are crazy. If you guys haven't seen memes of this with Steve Harvey, you guys have to go on our Instagram page and check it out. There were so many different like memes making fun of Steve Harvey. So if you guys haven't heard, which I'm sure you've already heard by now, so basically Miss Universe pageant took place a couple weeks ago, and at the end of it, Steve Harvey had a big uh-oh or a big oops moment, and he basically announced the wrong winner. So he made the announcement that Miss Colombia was Miss Universe, and then like 3 minutes later backtracked and was like, oh, my bad. Miss Colombia, your first runner-up. Miss Philippines is the winner of Miss Universe. So when that moment happened, it was just all this drama. It was buzzing all over Twitter, all over social media. The memes, the crazy memes started right away. And so all I have to say is Steve Harvey, man, that is just a big slap on the hand. And hey, I did do a hot topic segment on this with one of my friends. So if you guys haven't seen that, be sure to click on that link below where you can get my full perspective and my full feedback on what I really felt about that moment with Steve Harvey messing up the winners' names. So yeah, be sure you check out that video. But I thought that was a really great way to just end 2015. That was like the most drama that I had seen on TV in a while. So it was pretty entertaining, but at the same time, it caused a lot of controversy just because, you know, it was Steve Harvey's first time hosting the pageant. It was also the first time the pageant's been back since Donald Trump no longer was a part of it. So it just seemed to be like a bunch of chaos, like in one moment. And so I think everyone's glad it's over, but I feel like it's still a hot topic. It's still buzzing. You know, if you follow the story, Steve Harvey gave a public apology to both girls, Miss Philippines and Miss Colombia, right away. He addressed his mistake. He acknowledged it. And from my understanding, he still has like 2 or 3 more years of hosting the show. I think he signed some kind of like 2 or 3 year contract. So if anything, you know, the Miss Universe pageant or the organization just gave him a little slap on the hand and moved on from it. So hopefully we'll be able to move on from that also in 2016, but you know, that's a moment that's definitely gonna go down in pageant history for sure with, you know, announcing of winners. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for tuning into my part 2 Hot Topic segment. I can't believe this is my last Hot Topic segment in 2015. Tomorrow is New Year's Day, so Happy New Year to everyone. Have a great new year. I hope it'll be off to a great start for you. If you haven't already, the best way to start the new year off right is to join us on social media. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you haven't already, be sure you click on that subscribe button below to subscribe to our channel. In the meantime, I'm gonna go get my party on, celebrate the new year right, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks for tuning in. Shannon Fox, Foxy TV.